Welcome back, Pathfinders, to another Aniimo video. We have an Aniimo official Paws Up beta test Q&A. So if there are any questions and answers that you are wondering, I'm sure these are probably some of the most asked ones. So please do bear with me. I will be trying to read this out for you all. So the first question is, what will be done to improve the voiceovers? The text playback speed is too fast, making it inconvenient to read, and it would be good to get more variety in voiceovers. They replied with, we are currently working on more future storylines, and since the current script may be adjusted, we have not finalized our voice acting needs. We are also working on the optimization of text playback speed and skipping storylines. So that is one of the things that we brought up in one of our previous videos. So that's really good that is something that they're looking at already. Question number 2, the quality of visual representation, hair color, texture of some of the characters and the Aniimo varies greatly, as well as some of the lighting effects. What will be done to improve these? Aniimo says, neither the protagonist nor the NPC looks are final. We have already started improving the character's makeup, hairstyles, fashion, accessories, and so on, including makeovers for a number of NPCs. We hope the characters will still be recognizable in the future tests. Regarding the differences in lighting effects, there are indeed inconsistencies in some scenes due to the influence of multiple regions, weather, conditions, etc. We will continue to optimize these in various environments. The Aniimo themselves are one of our top priorities. We will introduce more novel Aniimo in the next tests, along with completely different textures. We would love to hear from you which Aniimo textures you preferred in the comment section. So this is awesome, really cool. I too prefer the Aniimo priority, but I do understand people really wanting to be seen with their customization on their characters. So this is also a really good answer from the Aniimo team. Question number 3, will the Homestead gameplay be further improved in the future? Will there be interactive gameplay between players? Aniimo says, yes, Pathfinders have provided us with valuable feedback for this Homestead gameplay. So a large number of optimizations are already in works. In the future, we will continue to improve various functions and experiences related to building and management, and strive to turn the Homestead into a social space for Pathfinders. That is also a really amazing response. These responses have been phenomenal so far. Next question number 4. What will be done to improve issues with frame drops and lag, especially since the current configuration requirements are quite high? Will the controller operation be improved? Aniimo says, regarding configuration optimization, we will need some time, but we are confident that we can resolve most of the lag and performance issues. The current controller operation is only experimental, and we will strive to improve that experience for Pathfinders who want to play with controller in our next test. That's really cool. I do know that I was able to use my joystick, my controller, but I chose not to. So maybe next time we join the beta test, we will do maybe a 10-minute session of gameplay with the controller and have a comparison between mouse and keyboard and controller. Question number 5, there are not many Aniimo in the beta test and the open world seems a bit empty. How will it be filled later? Aniimo says, on the one hand, we will add more world stories and Aniimo ecology so that Pathfinders can have a clear understanding of Aniimo stories and living habitats. On the other hand, we will supplement Aniimo's branch evolution forms and some currently missing areas and some special forms such as Aniimo's prismaniform, etc. At the same time, we will also design more interesting and cute new Aniimo based on newly launched scenes. This is a really good question because the world is big, but due to its size, there are a lot of empty places in the game. And knowing that we're going to be getting more Aniimos is just exciting overall. I will say, I feel like the beta had a lot of Aniimos. This isn't a full-scale launch, so even just 20 to 25 would have been, I think, fair. I think we had around 64 or something like that. Next question. Question number 6. Currently, the feel of combat connection is not very good, and some Aniimo appear stiff with their skills not smoothly connected. The ultimate skill duration is a bit long. What we do to improve these? Aniimo says, combat feel is an aspect that we highly value and we will continuously optimize it, including but not limited to operational feel of individual Aniimo, the adjustment of pre and post animation, the smoothness when switching Aniimo, and the energy cycle system. We have also noticed the discussion about the ultimate skill duration and will appropriately consider shortening the duration of the ultimate skill animation in the future. I agree. Honestly, there should just be a toggle off or on for the animation because maybe after you've seen it 300 times, you don't want to see it 301 times. Next question. Number 7, regarding Aniimo accessories, will there be multiple options for attaching them? Currently, most of the original attachment points for decorations are on the head, which makes it feel impossible to wear multiple accessories and difficult to match. Aniimo says, our original intention for designing Aniimo's accessories was to provide a more free dressing system, so we also designed a variety of accessories to meet the needs of Pathfinders. However, there are problems with the matching of the current initial positions and various parts of the Aniimo's bodies. We'll make adjustments and launch an optimized version in the future. Now, I feel like this is going to be a bit harder for them because there are so many Aniimo, meaning they're going to have to make customization options for every Aniimo, whether it be first form, second form, or third form, unless they prioritize only third forms allowed to do this and that. But then that would kill a lot of the roleplay aspect of this game. Question number 8. Can we have some interaction actions between characters and between characters and Aniimo? I really want to interact with my Aniimo. Also, can the camera function further be improved? Aniimo says, we are looking forward to introducing both. For the camera function, we also plan to provide for adjustment parameters and interactive actions within the camera, which should enable everyone to take even more beautiful photos with their beloved Aniimo. I think this is really cool, but I think they should have like a streamer mode where you're kind of in a streamer perception, like a camera following you, or a selfie camera with your character's mouth moving would be really cool, because in the very introduction of the game, we are streaming and people are engaging with the stream. So I think that would be a cool little addition to the game, and maybe even integrate it with Twitch and YouTube so people's faces can come on the screen and you can see people who are watching you, etc., etc. That might be a lot to ask, but I think it would be really, really amazing. Question number 8. Can we add more languages and test slots later? Aniimo says future goal is global operation, so we will also add various languages according to the needs of different users. Please rest assured on this point, Pathfinders. And that is the Q&A. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say something that Aniimo was for sure asked, but they didn't bring it up. They didn't bring up anything microtransaction related. They didn't bring anything up about gacha systems. They didn't bring anything up about the possibility of whether or not the gacha system that may be implemented is only going to be cosmetics. I feel like this is kind of an avoidant thing, and whether it is or isn't, there is no doubt in my mind that the large majority of the player base asked about this. Curious to see whether or not we get more additional information on that, because I feel like that's going to be make or break for a lot of us. All in all, I feel like this Paws Up beta test Q&A was really, really good, well structured, well formatted, and I think the answers were generally good and positive. But like I said before, there was something missing here, and I think we all know what it is. With that being said, thanks for watching, Pathfinders. If you were looking for an Aniimo content creator, you found the right spot. Check our Discord, the comment section for the Discord link if you'd like to join our community. It is growing every day. Let me know down below if you have any questions, and maybe we'll do a Q&A of what we did during the beta test. Until next time, Pathfinders, sayonara, bye-bye.